Thanks for stopping by. This is Bogey. Let's get started. Before we jump into the full game commentary, let's take a look at some of the biggest plays and highlights from the match. Before we get into the highlights, I wanted to give a quick shout out to a few people. I actually planned on putting the comments on the screen for the other two past videos, but I completely forgot while editing the video, so if you're watching this, thank you for the support. I used the recommended special attack emblem setup, 6 green emblems for an additional 4% special attack, and 7 black emblems for 4% move cooldown reduction. I decided to push bottom lane because I know how strong Buzzle can be in the early game. While I was hiding in the bush, I saw the perfect opportunity to strike and immediately went for the Buzzwole, who had left himself wide open. I was able to secure the first KO, which gave my bottom lane team the confidence to keep pushing. I made sure to combine Confusion, Side Shock, and a boosted auto attack to secure as much farm as possible. Knowing I had already KO'd the Buzzwole earlier, we made a push to score as many points as possible so we can get ahead in the early game. As a mid player, it is my responsibility to help protect my allies as we're backing away after scoring. There will be times when your mid farm gets contested by the enemy mid player. It's important to decide whether you're in a good position to take the fight, and in this case, Absol got a little unlucky and got hit by my side shock while he's trying to steal my farm. As soon as the enemy mid player Absol is off the map, I can safely rotate to the middle, farm uncontested, and avoid any pressure from a strong enemy player. I quickly rotated bottom again because I saw an opening to take the Dracloak out. I aimed slightly ahead of it so I didn't miss my side shot. I saw my bottom lane team dealing with Buzzle, so I knew it was the perfect opportunity to get as close to level 9 as possible. That way I can unlock my Unite move and quickly swing future team fights in our favor. I knew my bottom lane was in a good position, so I started heading top. It's very important to secure the middle objective while rotating so your whole team benefits from the little extra experience you get. As soon as I got the middle objective, I rotated toward the enemy's red buff to check if it was still there. It wasn't, so I ended up taking the nearby mid farm and then headed top. My top lane was doing so well that when I arrived, I had nothing left to do but score and farm. As soon as I was done farming, I immediately started heading back to base so I could rotate bottom. When I got there, I saw multiple enemies grouped up, so I placed my Unite move for maximum value. I saw my teammates going to score to break the goal zone, so I decided to get a head start on the bottom Regieleki objective to keep our momentum going. Usually, when the opposing team is this far behind in points and levels, their blue buff is likely still untouched, so I rotate over and take it for myself. Our team feels unstoppable at this point, especially with Regieleki on our side. We were able to dominate their second tier goal zone and come close to breaking it. As soon as we were done scoring, I headed top to continue leveling up. At this point, I'm at level 12 right now with my Unite move ready, so I was prepared for war at this point. The moment I saw enemies heading my way, I was ready to use my ult on them. At this point, our team was dominating so much that we were just having fun damage farming. I was like, I'm gonna score right now. Like, what are they gonna do? Stop me? As of now, my job is to not get KO'd so I don't give them comeback experience. The enemy team was so desperate that they started chasing me, ejecting towards me. The Absol thought he got me. Not today, buddy. After killing the Absol, I kind of started to roam far away, and then I saw the Buzzwole coming over and I was like, nope, 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 I'm going back. Dude, the enemy team right now is so desperate. They're just hiding in bushes trying to get me, bro. I saw the enemy team going towards the Regieleki where we were, so I told myself, as long as I put my ult here, we're gonna get it. I've got two of the most important teammates with me, a defender and a support, and we're walking into enemy territory with our heads held high. Here I was very vulnerable because I didn't have my Unite move, so when I saw the Mimikyu, I immediately started backing off. How did that Shadow Sneak not hit me there? Luckily I didn't get caught, and I kept picking off enemies one by one until we reached their final goal zone. When you and your team are scoring in their last goal zone, you know you're way ahead. I thought I can get two enemies here, but unfortunately no one got caught, and Buzzwole started to beat me up. I honestly thought I was dead, and would have to use my eject button, but I was dealing enough damage to force Buzzwole to back off, so just like in the Pokemon games, I got away safely. When you got two enemies chasing you, especially a Dragapult that can go invisible, it's usually better not to hide in a bush or fully retreat to base. Instead, rotate back to your second tier goal zone so you can heal up a little bit. There was a full fight happening top, so I hurried up there to get a piece of the action as well. Luckily, I got there in time and I was able to KO one person. Unfortunately, 3 of my teammates got KO'd, but I still had my support with me, so I continued securing the top objective without fully worrying about being alone. It's the 2-minute mark. I've got my Unite move ready. This is where it's time for Pokemon battles and war. This part is low-key quiet, but once I hit my Unite move, that's where the final fight starts. Buzzwole's so strong in the late game that I was forced to eject here. When I saw the Dragapult coming closer to me, I honestly panicked and overshot my Psyshocks a bit too far from me, which is how I ended up getting KO'd. When you spend a lot of the time KOing opponents in the early game, Pokemon Unite will often give you much longer respawn timer. I ended up with a 38-second death timer, so unfortunately I couldn't participate in the last half of the endgame. Thankfully my team was doing well without me, so I didn't have much to worry about because they had everything under control. What? Level 15 Greninja does so much damage. Okay, my bad. This Greninja actually popped off. Shout out to him for the 4 KO streak. Now that I'm back, the last thing left for me to do here was try to score another 100 points with all the Aeos energy scattered on the ground. As I was heading into score, I noticed my team dancing with the enemy Buzzwole. Honestly, that's one of the funniest parts of the entire game for me. At the end of the day, it's all about having fun. I then decided to have a little fun myself, and I used my Unite move on the enemy team right in their respawn area. Pokemon Unite can be a pretty silly game sometimes and definitely brings out your inner kid. I had some of the craziest stats of the game, finishing with the most points scored, the most KOs, MVP, and finally the highest damage dealt on my team. Thanks so much for watching my video and supporting the channel. I'll continue posting videos just like this with commentary, so make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. See you soon.